Hey there, this is Erin, Stacey, and Julie with Brand Properties Group in the Buzz. And here we are back again after a little COVID break.
Yep.
So we're gonna have our wonderful marketing girl, Courtney, ask us some questions.
I personally think, just because I do most of the listings, they do the buyers, I think that inventory is short. I think that inventory will remain short for 2020. I don't think we'll see the effects of what's happening hit the market yet. So I think the prices will stay strong through the end of the year, depending on the product. Of course, if you're in a new build community and you're reselling pre-owned, that's a different situation. But buyers, we still see multiple offers. I will say the multiple offers have been, they haven't been crazy like they were in the past, but there are still multiple offers. People still need to get properties, and there's just not that many properties available. So I see the pricing staying strong if the product's good.
I think a few more houses will come on, but I think if the interest rates stay low, we're still gonna have, because there's people that are still looking and will be looking until they find something.
So for buyers, if you're a buyer and you're buying, under 500,000, your market's probably still going to be tight. We're working with one young gentleman, his first home. His price point is up to 160,000. That's a tough price point. There's not a lot of property that comes available in that price point, and when it does, if the condition is decent or updated, it's going to be in multiple offers. So that can be frustrating, especially for somebody trying to get a property in that price point. You're probably going to see more availability in condos and townhouses. Because I think when the market starts to shift a little bit, you're going to see, that's, in my opinion, the first types of properties that come on the market or tend to, and stay on the market, tend to not be single family story homes. So more condos and townhouses. But they also carry, higher HOA fees. And so, it's a challenge, but I know we're definitely up for the challenge. And sometimes those buyers have to be open-minded as to where they're going to buy. Yes, we will absolutely see a recession, and it's going to affect different areas different than others. I know that in 2008, 2009, I think the swing for Dallas, Fort Worth, at least in our area where we were at, was about a 3% dip.
Yeah.
3 to 5% if you were in a new construction area, maybe a little bit more. But we're not in an area that has those super high highs and those super low lows like California. I think it's going to affect the way people look at how they live their lives. It's going to affect travel. It's going to affect a lot of things. Everybody looks at it differently. There's absolutely no doubt. There's a wide variety of how people see this, but it will affect, I think, people looking at spending more time at home. So their homes become more important, right? Their neighborhoods become more important. I think where you're seeing a little bit of maybe a difference in the market is going to be the higher end, because when you have builders, that's where most of the builders are going to have their inventory. So they do have a little bit more inventory in that price point. So, you have a little bit more competition there. But I think anything that you would consider, probably, I would say 5 and under is going to stay pretty strong. And
new build as well. Julie and I work primarily with buyers, and we have been 15,000 over on properties that are 600
and
below.
still haven't won.
And yeah, neither of us did. I actually reached out to some agents in my office. I had a client that wanted a 1-story with a pool. Actually, they were open to 2-story, just under 350 with a pool. And I got in one before they put it on the market and put it under contract.
The market
situation.
is still competitive, which
It's
is
very competitive. I feel in some cases, depends on where it is, it's more competitive than before. But it just really just depends on the area.
it does depend on the area, and you know, DFW just it's always been very solid business wise. There's lots of companies still moving here. There's lots of people still needing housing, and because it's very diverse in its employment and it's very business friendly and it's affordable, you know, everybody will feel the effects of what's happening now, I think further down the line, but I do think DFW will be
It's gonna keep going.
better insulated than most.
We have tons of
Overall,
people
yeah.
coming from California and Chicago. I think will see a little bit at the end of the year, but
Sure.
let's keep doing this while the
Well,
interest rates are low.
The one thing about real estate is always changed.
Yeah.
It's the continuously changing, and this is no different. This is different in how what's happened because it's very unknown, but the effects of it and it feels familiar
Yeah.
because
We're
I'm
doing-
in this world.
We're doing
I
a
don't
lot of
think it's,
pivoting.
I don't think it's, even from 2009, 2010, I don't think there's a lot of change in the sense that I think buyers are still buying, sellers are still selling, and what is there, like maybe a 3-month inventory out there? That's not very much. I remember it was like 18 months.
Oh yeah, that's
Do you
true.
remember how many houses you could show? I mean, I could show 50 houses on a weekend. I'm
I
like,
mean-
if I go up another set of stairs.
As always, we love to help any buyer or
Yeah.
seller out there. That's what we're here for. We've been doing this a very long time, and we'll continue to do it.
Yeah.
So.
We're used to change.
We
Our
are.
changes every day, so.
I know, it's nothing new.
I think that's
Same
why we
old.
like it so much. Why do we keep coming back to
I'm
work?
like, people, this is what we do every day. You never know what you're gonna get. I think that's a wrap for the buzz for today. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, and you check us out, Brand Properties Group, on all your social media.
Bye, guys.
Bye.